Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. There's another paid request, this time from Marv B. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for Fear Street Part 1, 1994. This was a trilogy of films on Netflix. The request was for the first one, thankfully, because I don't care to see the sequels because I thought this film was the suck. Because I heard nothing but good things about this, and after watching this, I don't really know why. I thought it was a very generic, boring film with a lack of slashing for a slasher film. There's not much kills or creative gore except one with a bread slicer. Scenes that just make you think of better movies. I mean, the opening will remind you of Scream. The characters, the only character I gave an iota of fucks about was this nerdy kid named Josh. Because he seemed like he knew what was going on. The actor didn't do that bad of a job. And he goes on AOL, he plays Castlevania video games. He seems a bit relatable. Definitely compared to the fucking lead, which I'll get to. Well, I'll get to her now. She is one of the more unlikable bitches I've seen in a long fucking while. Holy shit. Because the story of the film is this opening scene happens in a mall that the way it closes, I'm like, I don't know if malls really close like this, where there's still shops open. I don't know, just whatever. And this lady, who's a better actress, and the 5 minutes she's in it, a better character than our lead, a more likable character, she gets killed. Again, the person you think's going to be the lead, but gets killed, kind of like Drew Barrymore in Scream. And then the person that killed her is her friend, and that guy gets shot in the head. And yeah, this backstory that this one town, there's always this history of killings. But then you have this other town nearby that looked down on that town, and you come to find out that this witch. The history is because of this witch that will turn regular people into slasher mask wearing killers for the most part. Or the ones not wearing a mask, but into slasher type killers. There's one from the 70s who holds an axe that's kind of like a Jason Voorhees type. You have this girl that ended with killing herself and she will slice and dice you. And then you have this guy from the beginning of this film at the mall wearing a skull mask and a skeleton type of costume, who was the girl at the beginning's friend. And they will be brought back from the dead, so these three killers are going after our main characters, and these three killers are led around by this witch. And then the second and third one, you're supposed to find more backstory. I don't give a shit. Because the cinematography, if you've seen Stranger Things, you've seen the cinematography in this. Gore, there's a few stabs in the stomach, a stab in the neck, there's an axe to the head. There's maybe that you actually see 5 deaths at most. There's not a lot of slashing. And the nostalgia, it takes place in the 90s. For the first half hour, there's like a 90s song, then a 90s song, then a 90s song, then a 90s song. Kind of like the Suicide Squad, the first one did. Now, granted, I like the songs. I mean, I like More Human Than Human. I like... Oh, what were some of the other songs? God, I'm trying to remember now. I'm a 90s kid. I do like those songs. Insane in the Membrane. And then literally there's a song playing on the bus And then someone puts on a headphones and then another song starts playing. All from the 90s, I like those songs. So it's not, I dislike the soundtrack, but it's like, fuck. The first half hour, I mean, it begins with Closer with 9 Inch Nails in the mall. It's like, okay, you're really overdoing it like that first Suicide Squad did. They're not bad songs, but holy shit, like we did, it's the 90s. So you said you have the opening, then after that, you're with your main characters. The lead lady is a loner, and she is a despicable character. And she's supposed to be our lead. She broke up with her ex. Ooh, they're gay. I don't give a shit. Do you want a brownie point? Be a likable character. How about that? That would be more my merit. I would be more impressed with that. She broke up with her ex, who's a girlfriend, but then she's pissed, even though you're the one that broke up with her. So you broke up with this girl, who's a cheerleader. But then you're pissed at her that she's with someone. You broke up with her. Oh, that guy, rubbing your ass and squeezing your ass. You broke up with her, biatch. You broke up with her. You wanna know why the lead broke up with her girlfriend? Because, what the hell was the lead girl's name? Dina? I think it was Dina. Shows how much I remember this fucking character, because I don't remember her fucking name. I think her name is Dina. Bitch. How about just call her Bitch? That's her name, Bitch. Her ex-girlfriend, the one that she broke up with, Sam. Bitch broke up with Sam because Sam's parents got divorced. They're moving away 30 minutes away. And Bitch goes, you moving away 30 minutes away? It might be 30 hours away. I'm like, bitch, Sam's parents broke up. They got a divorce. She's a high schooler. She's still in high school. Lo and behold, if your parents move and you're in high school, you're going to move with them. It's only 30 minutes away. I have pizza places farther away than that. But you broke up with her because she had to move with her parents to a town 30 minutes away, but you're the one who broke up with her, and then you're calling Sam a bitch because she's with someone else. You broke up with her. What's she supposed to do? Be a nun? And did none of that? Poontang? Fuck you, bitch. Then she shit on her brother, the Josh character. Why don't you go out and make friends? He was making friends. He was talking to someone on AOL, you stupid bitch. You need to go out and make friends. But then bitch's friends are two drug addicts. So you have no one to talk, bitch. And then they do a bit at school because some people passed away. And then you have some assholes. Oh, boo, we gotta be here for this, boo. So being assholes. Then they're on a school bus going away. Bitch is in the fucking bus. Sam and her new boyfriend are tailgating them. And what is Bitch's great plan? I'm going to take a big thing of ice and dump it on their car. That could still create a fucking car crash. And then she gets a nosebleed and she drops the fucking thing and drops it on Sam and the new boyfriend's car, and the car crashes. And then Sam gets up, lands on the ground, and lo and behold, that happens to be, because apparently they don't fucking bury people except like 2 inches down. Usually when you bury people, you bury them a bit down, but no, apparently this witch was buried 2 inches down. And so the blood from Sam's nose got onto the witch, and the witch likes her blood, so now the witch is going to get the 3 kills to chase her. And it's all the lead bitch's fault. Just fuck this goddamn lady. Fuck her in the holes. In her hose. Fuck this bitch. She's sticking her own ass. Fuck. Why does this get praise? I love bitches. No, I don't. Fuck the bitch. You broke up with the bitch. You're the bitch that broke up with her. Then you pissed that she's with someone even though you're the one who broke up. And she only moved 30 fucking minutes away. I'm sorry, you're too fucking lazy to be a goddamn sad sap. Do it with your fucking drumsticks. Take the drumsticks, stick up your poontang. God damn it. And then you're the one that threw the ice, and you're the one that got Sam in the car crash, so you're the one that got Sam into the shit. And then Sam's in a hospital. Bitch is fucking being a sad sap because people are steering her. The two drug addicts, they're not likable. Like, they have a bunch of fucking pills that they're making these two little kids separate. And if you take these pills, you'll die. So don't take them. So, but you still don't let two little kids separate them. Fuck you two as well. And then one guy's not funny. There's a guy and a girl drug addict. Like, they sell drugs. They have a fucking drug paraphernalia store in their knapsack. One guy's trying to be funny and isn't funny. He's about as funny as a fucking morgue. One thing leads to another. They all go to the hospital. The two druggies, lead bitch, and her brother, Josh, Benjamin Flores Jr. I didn't mind him. He's the one that actually, he's a bit of exposition guy. He's nervous around this hot girl, and you feel for him, and he's not being an asshole, he's not being a dick, he's being relatable, because he's the only one going on AOL, he's the only one that is piecing things together. He's the one, playing Castlevania games. Can this guy just be the lead? Instead of this other bitch? And then the bitch is blaming the boyfriend, the new boyfriend for stuff. I'm like, you're more to blame. And lo and behold, he gets stabbed. It's the killer and the skeleton, the skull mask. And then they run out of the hospital. The doctor's been killed. The nurse in the lobby has killed. Which doesn't make sense in terms of the story. Which I'll get to now. 'Tis then, after they find out there's two more killers, there's this girl named Ruby from 1965, and then there's this Jason wannabe from 1978 or whatever. The three killers will bypass the other characters, because apparently they are following the blood. Now, if you have Sam's blood on your shoe, they'll go after you. Or you have Sam's blood on your shirt, they'll go after you. But if you take the blood off and you wash it off, then they will bypass you and go towards Sam. Which could be an interesting idea, but it doesn't make sense because in the hospital, why did the doctor get killed? He didn't work with her, he didn't have her blood on him. Why? What about the nurse in the lobby? The nurse in the lobby answered telephones. Why did they kill the nurse in the lobby? So they'll kill them, but they'll bypass our main characters. The doctor, you say, well, maybe he had some of her blood on him, even though he would have washed up and he would have changed and he didn't really have anything to do with her. But if you want to make that... What about the nurse in the lobby that just took the telephone calls? She didn't have any blood on her, and I got so mad I hit the fucking thing. So, it's rules that work wherever the fuck it wants to work. And there's not much slashing in this slasher movie. And the kills in the first hour and change, what? The girl at the beginning gets stabbed like she was Drew Barrymore in Scream. The Sam's boyfriend gets stabbed. One gets stabbed in the neck. That's pretty much it until the last 15 minutes. That really is. Because then they realize that it's this witch, and the witch wants Sam and Sam's blood, and the witch is controlling these three killers, and she'll turn normal people into killers. So they all go to the school, and they're going to make Sam as bait, and then everyone just decides to have sex. Because apparently there's time to do that. So Sam, even though literally like an hour or two ago your new boyfriend got killed, you're just going to fuck the lead bitch, even though she's a bitch. And she doesn't deserve it. The female druggie takes Josh into the bathroom cubicle. And yes, it's a bit strange because they're all high schoolers, so technically they're all underage. Right? Would they be all underage? And then the stupid comedic relief druggie, he's ready to masturbate in the fucking bathroom. There's only 3 killers chasing you. You know. That's funny. I thought we were supposed to get smarter with our scripts as time goes on, not dumber. This is just shit people make fun of in slasher films in the 80s. But I thought with time we're supposed to get smarter. And the scene doesn't play off as if it's supposed to be satire. And it's boring. You made a slasher film boring. Cinematography, the look of it, I mean, again, if you like Stranger Things, the way that looks, this is a copy and paste of that. You know, fine, it looks fine. The acting by Sam and it's fine, they're just poorly written. The lead girl is made to be an ultimate unlikable bitch because she's selfish. She is an idiot. She's bitchy when she doesn't deserve to be. She puts... People did sacrifice because of her, and she doesn't care. Like, 2 of her friends, the druggies, die to save Sam, and the lead girl doesn't care. She doesn't weep for them. She doesn't feel sorry. Nothing. She's just a selfish bitch. So they set up this plan in the school, they trap the 3 killers in a bathroom, they burn it up, explode. Doesn't matter, they all come back and get rebuilt. Then they go to a grocery store, they don't have a trap there. Apparently if you kill Sam, they'll disappear, but then they'll do this thing. And I'm like, why are you waiting? Do it now. What are you waiting for? If you think so, why do you have to wait for them to get there? Why split up? Splitting up would seem like the bad thing to do. Some whatever bullshit. It doesn't work. Well, I guess it kind of works, but kind of doesn't. They split because we just need it to be. And then the one druggy girl gets her head sliced in a bread slicer. The only halfway decent gore, like inventive, creative death scene in the movie. The druggy guy gets an axe to the head. Bitch drowns Sam. And then the killers disappear. And then she resuscitates Sam. They think it's over. Of course we know it's not over. There's 2 more fucking movies. The fact that they announced it's a trilogy already negated any type of suspense on that. You know it's not over because there's 2 more movies you announced. Because you said it was a trilogy from the offset. So how could it be fucking surprising? Oh, I was so surprised. Really? It tells you it's part 1, dipshit. It's not trying to be mean, but when it says part 1, oh my god, it's not over? What do you think? Lo and behold, the girl's possessed. And they have to figure out how to get her unpossessed. And that'll lead to the sequels. And I don't give a shit. I don't really give a shit about Sam. I really don't give a shit about the lead bitch. If Josh became the lead and the others died, then I would care. It's generic, it's boring, there's a lack of slashing, there's a lack of creative gore except one. There's only one decent character, the nerdy kid Josh. Music, the first half hour is constant 90s songs, and then they drop that, and then they have a very over-dramatic, overbearing score, which I didn't care for, honestly. Why does this film have such great praise? Is there crazy visceral kills and gore? Not really. Does it have a likable lead? Fuck no. Does it remind you of better movies? Yes. Maybe you get some entertainment in the last 10-15 minutes. And I like some of the songs. Like I like Benjamin Flores Jr. as Josh. That's it. You don't. I wrote this on my Facebook. It doesn't have the creative takes on the genre like Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. It doesn't have comedic fun like Happy Death Day or Freaky with Vince Vaughn. Even that had, I felt more creative kills in that than in Freaky than I did in this. It doesn't have a surprising heart like The Final Girls. Yeah, The Final Girls didn't have gore. This barely had any gore either, but The Final Girls had a more interesting plot, more creative story, and more heart, which is the most surprising thing of it. It wasn't suspenseful like Hush. A lot of people didn't like Hush. I disagree. I thought Hush had some really good suspense to it. And even the Child's Play remake felt like it was gorier than this. And that's the film people took to shit on. I'll take the Child's Play 2019 film over this any day of the week. I'll take The Final Girls. I'll take Freaky. I'll take Happy Death Day. Even the sequel. I'll take Behind the Mask. I'll take a number of slasher films over this. Why it got so much praise and so much love, I don't know. You tell me. Why should I like the lead girl, who's a complete utter bitch? Why should I like a story that doesn't even follow its own rules? It only kills people that have Sam's blood. But the nurse in the lobby didn't have that, so why'd they kill her? But then they bypass the other main characters, just the story said. Because that's the way it is. Music, I like 90s music. I can listen to that on its own. And it's funny they stopped that in the second half of the film. Just like stop it completely until the end credits. More Human Than Human. I like the song. Deserves to be in a better movie. What is so great about it? And I know it's based on books. Someone told me all they did was take some of the names in the books and create their own shit. So apparently, if you're into the Fear Street novels, it ain't worth a shit either. And my voice cracked. This movie's bullshit. And my neighbor's roosters felt the same way. This movie ain't worth shit. If you say it is, then explain to me. Explain to me in the comments. Explain how the lead girl's not a bitch. Because the movie details how much of a bitch she is. I dumped you, but then I also say, fuck you, you can't have this guy, because he's touching your ass, even though I dumped you, only because your parents moved 30 minutes away and you're still in high school, so what was she supposed to do? Be homeless because you're too lazy to go 30 minutes away, you stupid fucking cunt. I'll say it. I'll say it again. See you next Tuesday. I'll spit off for you. She's a cunt. She deserves to be called that. Fuck the bitch. And fuck this movie. Waste of fucking cinematography, waste of 90 songs, and a waste of the Josh character. Boring. You throw a rock, you'll hit a slasher film better than this. For fuck's sake. So, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.